Post-match pint, I'm Neil Atkinson, this is Josh Williams, this is Steve Graves. Listen, on channels like this, people are often performatively angry. And I want to be crystal clear, I'm downright furious with the officiating. I think that it's verging on insane. I think it's dreadful. It feels like Liverpool players and the Liverpool manager can't say anything. And we're going to get to that point, and we're going to talk about this at some point on this show. We're in the Queen of Hope Street. We're going to get there, I promise you that we are. And we're going to talk about it. But I want to start here, Steve Graves. I'm exceptionally proud of them. I think they show such courage. The mistake in the end, insofar as it is a mistake, the bad bit of fortune at the end, it only cost them 1 point. And tonight, I think you got to see why Liverpool could well be champions. I'm bullish. I'm proud of them. They're a great football team. They all fought for each other. They all hung in together. And this is a football team that's going to give us a great year.
Yeah, they played like champions. They had spirit and enterprise and endeavour and creativity and quality and heart. And they were sensible when they needed to be. And they had a go when they needed to have a go. They looked like a side that we talked about when we went down to 9. There's no blueprint. What do you do here? Liverpool looked like they had a bit of an idea of what you do here. Everything bar just a moment of misfortune. Someone doing their job and it just going a bit wrong. And that's it. Is the difference. As opposed to the referee who wasn't doing their job and it didn't just go a bit wrong. It went terribly wrong.
Sorry, we're back in. Steve, you were saying that the official not doing his job.
Yeah.
We'll get onto that.
Yeah.
But there's so many good Liverpool performances.
Yeah, from 1 to 11 plus, Liverpool are, I think, exceptional. I don't think there's a player on the pitch who can't hold their head high today after that. And I think it's so encouraging because you see even players like Gravenberch and Endo coming in, and I think they know what the manager wants from them. You can see the lines of communications are there. You've seen it in adversity several times this season already, where different players, Elliot, Nunes, who don't feature today, in other occasions have come onto games and been able to interpret what the manager wants, and that is a really, really positive sign. So you can see that even with 9 men, the manager says this is how we're going to set up, and all 9 of them seem to know pretty much what they're meant to be doing. And that's transferable. That goes from Gravenberch, who's just come in, to people like Van Dijk and Robertson, who've been there for a very long time, who show so much leadership and quality today. Liverpool played played brilliantly with 11. I thought they were fantastic with 10 for a while, and they were as good as I've ever seen them play. So I play with 9. Not that I've seen it that often, but the times I've seen it, when you're thinking one thing we don't want to do is go down to 9 because then you're finished. And then we played quite a big part of the game with 9, and we're not finished. Liverpool know exactly how to play for each other. They've got heart, they've got spirit, they've got quality. So every now and again, something mad will derail you in a season like this. We're still in the very early stage of the season, and every game feels massive already. And that's what we've missed. That's what I missed last season. Not just the performances, not just the feeling that Liverpool were underachieving, but just that everything didn't feel so massive. And this feels massive. It feels massive that we lost, as you say, 1 point there. It's not that massive because we're good enough. We've already made them back in games where we shouldn't have got points already, but we'll make them back again in other games where we shouldn't get points. There'll be more madness, there'll be more dramas, but there'll also be plenty more where you ease past sides like Aston Villa, who won 6-1 today against a very good side. There'll be more games where you ease past teams like West Ham United, who are a good side and are continuing to show that they're a good side. But like those teams have collapsed. Yeah. Those teams came to Anfield and were dismissed summarily. And Liverpool can do that and will do that, and would have done that today at the Tottenham Stadium had it not been for, all of the incidents that we're going to discuss.
It's Josh, again, Steve says from 1 to 11. Obviously there's a little bit in both red cards where the lads are just a teeny little bit, listen, I don't think Jota touches the footballer on either occasion. He gets sent off for 2 non-bookable offences. But to talk about the players who do the full 90, Van Dijk, I thought, was absolutely brilliant. Matip, right up until the end, but including the end, he's in the right place. I thought he was great. Szoboszlai, yet again, you're purring about everything he shows over and over again. Robertson, so many of these footballers showed so much. The goalkeeper does as well as you could hope for. So many of them do really well.
Yeah, I mean, you touched on it earlier. You mentioned about champions and that, and I think we did look like a team of champions. We look like a team that have been there and done it, and you've got to bear in mind, this team hasn't been there and done it yet. This is a very...
it's mad that, isn't it? But they do look like that, don't they?
Exactly, yeah. They look really difficult to beat, and it took... Think of what it took today for Liverpool to finally get beat. It took the world, mate, to be against us. It took everything. If you think of the grimmest things that happen in football, right?
YouTube
Press the button, become a member of the Anfield Wrap from the heart of the city of Liverpool. The best way to enjoy all your Liverpool-based videos, everything you need, every single day. It is the Anfield Wrap.